Okay, I'm live. Wait for people to come in. Let's see. I'm just checking my phone. How's everybody doing? Hi, Temi. Temi Lemero. Oh, did I pronounce that right? Temi, how are you? Temi. Oh, shoot. No, sorry. I got my phone here. Happy Thursday. It is a rainy day here in Chicago. Well, it's a rainy time of day in Chicago, I should say, because we've been getting like, it'll be sunny. Okay. It'll be sunny. And then all of a sudden, the sky opens up and rain. It's just rain, rain buckets. And then it stops and then it's sunny again. So, but right now, it just finished raining and it's still kind of cloudy. And we'll see what happens for the rest of the day, right? I'm just going to catch up on my crochet here while I'm live today. Tammy, where are you from? Where do you live? You live near me. I'm in Chicago. I'll just put that behind me. All right, I'm working on my corner to corner blankets. I really like these colors. Hopefully, it's telling me, it's telling me my Wi-Fi is kind of off, but hopefully it'll get settled. It's probably because of the rain, thundering, lightning. Upstate New York. Okay, nice. Have I been to New York? Um, been to Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls, both the American side and in Canada. Niagara Falls is in New York, right? Do I sound stupid right now? I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fog right now. I Yeah, I've been to New York and Ithaca. I've been to Ithaca. Let's see. It's nice because I can use I can use my phone while I'm live. I'm not live with the phone today because can you believe I still have not brought up my tripod from the car, and my husband takes it to work back and forth, and so I'm like I was missing it last Thursday, and so I just went live on my laptop, and I'm sure getting ready to set up today, and it's still in the car. It's south of you. Okay, so you're really upstate New York. Yeah, I was in Canada, um, and New York. We visited Niagara Falls. Okay, so the scary thing about that time was my two boys they were in wheelchairs at the time. Hey, Dana. And so, like, when you visit Niagara Falls, you're kind of going downhill. And I was just like so scared, like I was gonna, what if something happens to me and I fall and I let go of these wheelchairs and they go flying in in the falls. I I think about it and I still get scared, even though it's years ago. I still get like panicky. Yeah. So I don't know what I was. Sometimes you do things and you think about it in the future later on, and you think, what was I thinking? Yeah, it's just one of those memories that, you know, I'm not fond of. But I mean, it's not really traumatizing. It's just, I don't really like to think about it. But anyway, so yeah, I've been to New York, but I'm here in Chicago, and it's, back to school time around here. A lot of kids going back to school. Not the city kids though, not Chicago public schools yet. They're still enjoying their summer vacation, as they should in August. I don't think August should be back to school time. It should be September, just like the song. See you in September. It should not be in August. And I know some kids went to school as early as 2 weeks ago. Oh, that's just crazy. It's too early. Soon we'll be going after the 4th of July. Yeah, scary things happen. And then when you dodge a bullet like that, when you like think about it later on, you get scared all over again. Oh, okay. So that is like it's Gurney, the naval base there. I have a brother-in-law who he was in the Navy, and he would, when he came here from California to visit with his family, we would go to the duty-free place and we would shop. And then there's also a Six Flags theme park there. And then there's um, Gurney Mills, which is a big mall. So that's a very, very popular place. It's about 2 hours from me. It's up north, closer to Wisconsin, but not a bad drive. And we would go there every year to Six Flags. It used to be Marriott's Great America. So we just call it Great America. We don't really say Six Flags. I'm just telling you it's Six Flags so you can know what I'm talking about. So that's that. It's kind of quiet here again today on this Thursday afternoon. The puppy is sleeping. Hopefully he'll stay sleeping because up. he's been up so he's been up for a while. I woke up early today. Well, I got up early. Your oldest was in Monterey area at Marriott's. Okay. So how many sons do you have? I have two sons. They're older now too, like yours. Um, yeah, so I got up earlier than usual, and Chester was thrown off. He doesn't like to sleep unless he's in our bed. And of course, if nobody's on the bed, then he gets off the bed. So I was appeasing him. I was like, oh, too many adopted. Wow. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I was staying in the bed until like 12 o'clock, but like trying to be productive, doing things on my laptop or something, whatever. Um, Thank you, Dana, for sharing my video. I just got that alert. But no, I said that's it. He's too old. He's 6 months already. I need to get up and get on with my life. I can't stay in the bed until he gets enough sleep. So anyway, he likes to sleep in his carrier. He feels safe there. So I put him in there and he's been in there for about, I would say, about an hour. I hear him moving around once in a while. He is old enough. This is weird. He's old enough to get afraid of the thunder now. I guess when he was a baby, that noise didn't affect him. He didn't know what that noise was. He wasn't even aware that he needs to be afraid. But now he was afraid of that thunder. And he came by me, stood by me in the kitchen while I was preparing food for him. In a little while, I want to share with you the things that I got from Yarncraw. I'm still working on editing my video. I just like editing very much. It's not, it doesn't come easy for me because I'm obsessive. So every little thing I have to fix. Sometimes I'll let stuff go with mistakes in it, but most of the time I'm obsessive about it. So that's why I haven't been making a lot of videos because I know editing is a real challenge for me. But I gotta get back to it. I really do. That's on my to-do list. Well, I hear some whimpering on the side of me. I hear whimpering. So how old are your children? How, like, so you have many adopted. The two biological children. How are, I presume they're boys. How old are they? My boys are 24 and 23. So write on 3x5 cards in the way you'll understand and keep by the laptop. For what? You mean for editing? I wish I could have music in the background. I feel like it's too quiet. It's too bad YouTube has a copyright thing with music. I know that other platforms, they don't mind, they let you play music. But YouTube, no, no music allowed. Earth, I heard an earth, earth. I'm getting a little warm. I put this sweater on because my air was running. When my air runs, it's cold. See, I've been taking it off and it can feel cold. It's cold on me. Oh my gosh. So I see my husband just called me and I really don't know why. He should know I'm live right now. Oldest son is 34. Oldest is 34 son. Daughter about 32. On the 24th, youngest son is 29. The other children are younger down to a few months old. A few months old. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of work. Dana's working on a new beanie. We're gonna need those soon here in the Midwest, aren't we, Dana? It's gonna get. I mean, The hot days are gonna be behind us soon, but we'll just enjoy them while we can. Hey, Granny D is here. Oh, I know, Granny D. I you gotta sleep when you gotta sleep. You know, you. If I stood up for everybody's lives, I would not sleep ever. I'm not a robot, so get your sleep. And you made it here today, so that's good. Yeah, you must like kids, Tammy. You must like kids. And that sounds like I don't like kids. It's not that I don't like kids. I'm just I'm more into I'm more I get more excited with dogs, puppies, you know. Kids, you know, they're okay. Take them or leave them. I mean, that sounds horrible too, but I used to be a teacher, and 5 years into it, I realized it's not for me, and I walked away from it. But you know what? I worked with adults for several years, and I probably, if I had to choose, I would probably work with kids again instead of adults because adults can be mean. They can be mean, especially in the office workplace. No pain pills. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I hear you. That pain when it creeps up. You know what, Granny? While I have you, I don't know what kind of pain you have, like if it's internal or external, but I'm going to show you what I have, Granny D. Let me go get it, and I'm going to show you what I have for my pain. Now I'm going to sound like I'm making a commercial for this stuff. Okay, so this is my doctor told me to get. All right, it's called Zim's Max Freeze. All right, so it's a roll on. You just roll it on and you put it wherever you have pain, and it's like icy hot, but it's a better formula. It's This is $10 right here, and there's one. It's a different shape that I have. It has lidocaine. So lidocaine is like a you know like salon pause. It kind of numbs you. It's a numbing. So I have to choose. Do I want to numb the pain, or do I want to soothe the pain? So this is what I use. Okay, torn ligaments. This might help you. This might help you. And then the other one, which is called it's lidocaine. It's a roll on. It's all the way in the other room, but you get what I mean. Because pain pills, they just give you other problems. And my pain pill that I have, my doctor prescribed me, it's a horse pill. So when I swallow that, I was like, I start like it gets stuck in my throat, and oh my gosh, I rather just do it that way. But some days I have to take that pain pill. I just say, forget it. You know. So Christina's here. I know. It's summer, Christina. A lot of people are out and about and doing things. It's back to school time also, and kids are going to college. Like Dana's daughter went to college, and I can't remember if she's very far away. From what I remember, I don't think she's very far away. Dana, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's still kind of, you know, sad to come back to an empty house, but then you're excited for your daughter, and so you have mixed feelings. And I remember she's four. Oh, that is far. She's 4 hours away. That's far. That's far. Yeah. Bradley, when he was in undergrad, he was only 2 hours away. Now he's 8 hours away. But 2 hours away seemed long. So 4 hours, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. But I heard you mention that you need a dishwasher now. You're looking for a dishwasher. I know it's with me it was the opposite. I had less chores when Bradley left for school. Less chores to do. If you know what I mean. Dana was or Dana. Bradley was a lot of work. He created a lot of messes. He still does, but he's not here. That's his mess to clean up or not, you know. And from what I've seen when I visited him, he doesn't clean it up. So guess what? I rarely go visit him. I mean, I visit him, but I rarely go in his living quarters. No, I'll stay away. One time he's like, Mom, I don't think you should come up to the apartment. And I said, Oh, yeah, I don't think so either. I wouldn't do that to myself. Um, Hang on, because my husband is texting me that he wants me to call him. And I guess he forgot it was Thursday. He often forgets that I go live on Thursdays. Okay, be right back. Okay, we'll see you. We'll be here. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, so I don't go inside of Bradley's living quarters. The first time he moves in, yeah, but that's it. I'll spare myself the that experience. Yeah. So if you're just coming in, I'm working on a corner to corner throw. I love making these. These are nice and soft. This yarn is from Hobby Lobby. It's a yarn bee sugar wheel. This is my this is my third cake. I use two. If you know anything about corner to corner, you increase halfway and then you decrease the other half. So I'm working on decreasing. Good thing I remember because I'm hmm, I'm getting ready to turn now, and I totally forgot I was decreasing. So that came just in time. Thank goodness. But yeah, so it's a busy time, like I was saying. It's back to school, but then it's still summertime, and you still want to, take advantage of the rest of the summer, what's left of it. So I know that Sundays I usually go live, and this past Sunday, my husband and I decided we would take a day off because we just had too many things to do. Excuse me, whether they were fun things, some were fun things, and some were like things that needed to be done, like going to the grocery store. And that time slot, 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoons, that's it, especially in the summer, that's kind of hard for us to do every week, especially if it's a nice sunny day, you know. But so guess what's happening with my church this week and the weeks to come. So every year, my except for last year, my pastor didn't do it, but every year my pastor has this series called At the Movies. So he picks one movie and he shows different scenes of that movie, and then he applies biblical, you know, aspects of that, biblical ideas to, like, if it's a scene where the father is coming home and he's angry or something, even though it's a funny movie, he still can find some way to put a Bible spin on it. It's very interesting. It's called At the Movies. Anyone could watch it. All you have to do is go on their website and watch it. And then you can even watch past sermons. Just, parkview.com, and it's click on, they have At the Movies, and it's very interesting, very interesting. So he's starting that again on Sunday. We're not going to go in person anymore. We did for a little while. We tried going back after a while, like towards September, October, November of last year. And then, like in January or February, I think, I decided I think I'm going to stay home again because people stopped wearing their masks. And I personally was uncomfortable with that. I mean, that's my choice. Not everybody's uncomfortable with maskless. That's fine with me. I have no opinion about anybody else's opinion. It's we're all entitled to our own opinion and our own way of living. And I don't think we should point the finger and judge somebody just because they don't want to wear a mask. Now, if they're spitting all over you, if they're a spitter, like one time I was talking to somebody, I had my mask on, and she did one of these numbers. She went, no mask. And that was like, oh my gosh, you just like, that was a lot. How many droplets did you get on me, lady? So I wasn't appreciative of that. But I still didn't say anything out loud because I know I'm just not rude. I mean, I can be rude if you push me enough, but it takes a long time for me to turn that rude button on. And then once it goes on, it stays on for a long time. Oh, okay. I feel like my laundry is done and I need to go switch it out. I hate to do it while I'm live, but it's a load that needs to get done. Shoot. I don't want to do it while I'm on live, but I have to do it. I'm hoping my husband will come home and help me with this live. Maybe take a take a shift. So today is gonna be quite a long live. It's gonna be almost 2 hours long, and that is because I need to make up some hours. I'm desperately in need of some watch hours. Um, I would greatly appreciate if any of you run my playlist. That would be awesome. If you don't know what that means, is you open your laptop, you go to YouTube, you go to my channel, you go to videos, and you click on play all, and you walk away, and you keep your laptop charged up, and you just let it play, and that adds hours to my under my belt. I like to do that for some YouTubers. It's very helpful to them. So I feel like, you know, I don't feel bad about asking for that because that's something that I participate in. Thank you, Christina. You are a doll. So, what else has been going on? Any activities? I know we were getting into summer. We had the auto show here in Chicago, and it was outdoors this time, and it was like in the summer instead of the winter. And now the auto show has stopped doing their tours of different cities. So I guess we were one of the first cities to have it come back, and now they stopped doing it again because of Delta. I saw this little thing, this little girl on TV. Her name is Delta. She was, I think, preschool, something like that. And she was feeling bad because she was hearing her name a lot on the news. Hey, Nora. She was hearing her name a lot on the news, and it wasn't really in a positive manner. And she was like bummed out about it. So Delta Airlines mailed her a package, like a mini plane, a backpack with her name on it. Of course, it said Delta, and all these little, things. And she made it to like the trending news. So I think that was cute. But then what's weird that happened that same day, I opened my email and I got a mail. I got an email from, and I don't fly Delta Airlines, but it was from Delta Airlines, right? The next email was from Delta Dental. That's my dental plan. How weird is that? Like those people, those companies never email me. Maybe Delta Dental once in a while, but not Delta Airlines. Sheila, I just find you give a thank you, Sheila, for the thumbs up. And I am doing fine. I am half half hot, half cold. I can't make up my mind. Should I take my sweater off or keep it on? If I keep it on, I'm kind of warm. If I start to take it off, I'm a little cold because my air is on. It's running. But I think it's going to turn on in a few minutes. We'll see how long. It's loud. I don't know if you can hear it, but I see my little puppy. He wants to come out and play. Maybe I shall let him out. Excuse me just for a couple of seconds. Hi, Chester. Did you have a good nap? Okay. Good job. I'm teaching him how when I open the carrier, he can't come out until I say, okay. Oh, the barkies start. Chester, come here. Leave it. I don't like it when he barks. I mean, I don't mind the bark, but I live in a condo and I just don't want my neighbors to be like hearing a dog bark all the time. I just rather him not bark. But he's a dog, you know. Dogs are gonna bark. Yesterday he got overexcited and he was in his cage, which is big. Hey Cammy. Okay, funny Cammy. Um, and he was excited and he jumps and he lands on his bowl of food and all the food goes everywhere. And he starts trying to clean it up, eating it. And no, he doesn't succeed in finishing the job. It was quite a mess for me. I still think there's some kibbles that I didn't pick up. But I mean, sometimes he does that with his water bowl too. His water goes everywhere. He just gets too excited in that cage. I don't know if I should call it a cage. It doesn't have a top on it. It's like a fence. There's no top. It's a fence. And then on the inside, I have those, what we use for blocking scarves, you crochet work and stuff. I have those on the bottom because, I don't want him to mess up the carpet. Because, like I said, he could spill his water from time to time. Angela is here. Meg is here. Hello, everybody. Don't forget to put your thumbs up. Thanks for coming in. I'm just working on a corner to corner here. I'm sipping on some water if you can see this mug. This is from my local yarn shop near my house that I visited recently. I like this size of mug. It's nice and big. I used to drink this much coffee. Now I cut down. I cut down on the amount of coffee I drink. Some days I don't have any. I actually went a month without having any. And that is very odd for me. I used to drink coffee all day, every day. But I need to make sure that I have at least 1 cup of coffee a day because coffee does have its benefits. There are some benefits to coffee, but like everything else in moderation, I even hear, I know from experience, too much water is bad. You can get something called water toxicity, which I've been diagnosed with in the past. And I had to, like, my doctor's like, stop drinking so much water. I don't know. Sometimes when I get obsessed with things, it takes me a while to get unobsessed with it. I was pretty obsessed with my water bottle for a long time, but no more of that. The paw ply guys. Is that Daniel? Is that who you're talking about? Sheila, I'm working on a corner to corner throw blanket with Hobby Lobby, Yarn Bees, Sugar Wheel. I know, right, Meg? This is, I'm decreasing now. So this is my third sugar wheel. And I have one more to go, and then I should be finished. And I'm working on this because I'm live right now and nobody else is here. Sometimes Chester might need some attention and I'm gonna, have to handle him. I don't want to keep washing my hands. So I picked a project that is going to me because I should be working on my granny squares, right, Dana? And I'm not. If I say and one more time, oh, I swear. So I am hoping that you guys can stay right here. I am going to go run and switch out that laundry because I can't get it out of my head. I shall not be long. Hold on. I'm not going too far. That's in the laundry. All right. I'm all done. Let me adjust this air. Okay, that's enough of the air. Chester, it's a little cold. Are you cold, Chester? Poor Chester. All right. Oh, I didn't lose anybody. Hooray, terrific. Really, Jana? Gosh, it seemed like a fantastic, easy idea. We'll have to talk about that. Tell me about it later. Dana, I have not been on YouTube watching anybody's channel, hardly, because I have been I have been ill. Earlier this week, I was ill. Okay, I had 2 whole days where I didn't feel good, and I was too sick to even open my eyes. And before that, I was trying to do some projects in my house. I just been really drama. Oh my gosh, drama. Whoa, I'd love to know the details. I am a drama addict. I'm a drama junkie. I love watching drama. Sheila just finished a king size blanket, chevron ripple blanket. That must be what color, Sheila? I tried a chevron blanket, but I used the wrong yarn and I Didn't finish it. I should try it again though. Um, I love drama so much. I am addicted to, oh God, Dana, what? Oh, people, right? Humans. What are you going to do with humans? That's no good. Oh my gosh, what? I didn't like to hear that. That's no good. Oh shoot. This is terrible. What's wrong with people? Some, oh, I don't know. There's a lot of people out there, you're gonna have, oh my. Anyway, what do I need to get? Christina, you and I, let's go, Christina. A group of individuals are trying to pull my family from me. What? So when they come to you, please send them on their way. They are coming to everyone I love. Holy cow. I'm kind of glad I don't know anything about it, but I so sorry to hear that. Yeah, the Yarny community, we don't do stuff like that. Gray, blue, teal, green. Sheila, I love those colors. Gray, blue, teal, green. I love those colors. I would love to see a picture of it. I wish you two, you could in the comments send pictures. Do you have a channel? Are you a content creator, Sheila? Do you have that anywhere online? Oh my gosh, Dana. I'm so sorry for you for what you're going through. I guess I've been away from channels. I haven't been watching like I should. Um, but it's not like I'm just I'm not upset with anybody. I'm just trying to catch up with my life. If you were in here earlier, it my something has been in my car for 2 weeks now, and I can't even find the organization to go down and get it from my car and bring it up because I need it. That's how messed up my I wouldn't say my life is messed up, but my scheduling, my I'm not on the same schedule as I used to be anymore because I just my life is mm, kind of crazy right now. New puppy and blah. I try to pull everyone together. Yes, you do. And help people get to goals. Of course, you do. They turn around and stab me. So many people have been believing this nonsense. Oh my gosh. That's, well, I guess I didn't needed that break from what I've been hearing now from YouTube. I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago, I was on live and I think it was that Sunday I was out in my car live and something was going on and I somebody commented to somebody else in my chat that yeah she had a terrible day. I didn't know who they were talking about. um Sad news I read, and it's just comments that I didn't know what to think of him, and I couldn't concentrate because I was in my car. I couldn't really read the chat. And yeah, but Dana, hold your head up high and know that you're important to a lot of people on in this YouTube Yarny community, especially. And these people that are just being negative, they don't matter. Yeah, I know. I've had you know, downfalls with friends of mine, and it's like almost you want to have a funeral for the friendship. It's terrible. It ended, and what are you going to do? Have the funeral and just move on, right? Um, on a better note, I do want to show you some things I got from the yarn crawl. I'm working on editing the video. I'm working on it. I'm slow as a turtle when it comes to editing. Here's one thing of yarn. This came from a Hank. I believe I showed it uh, in the video, but you haven't seen the video because Sandy is slow with her editing. That's Sandy. Here's another ball of yarn. Oh my gosh, isn't this pretty? This is so soft. This is merino wool. This is called whirligig. So soft. Beautiful colors. Aren't they so nice? I know, right? Delicious. Isn't it nice, Dana, to talk about yarn? See, that yarn puts a smile on my face. I feel like you need a smile today, Dana. So if these two girls can make you smile, I have a couple more girls to show you. Um, I got this bag. Oh my, look at this yarn. Look at this. I already started pulling it out. Okay, that, my friends, is a Malabrigo, I believe. Yeah. Is it? No, this is a splatter dash. This is splatter dash. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It's a variegated, it's wool. Wool? Is it? It's a DK weight. These came in hanks, so I had to get them spun in the thing. You can't see my thing. The winder. Because otherwise I don't have a Swift. That's good, Dana. Everybody needs to smile. And oh, Dana, get ready. Okay, Sheila, get ready. Christina, everybody. I don't know if Nora's still here. Look at this one. Look at that. Look at that one. Look at that one. Look at it. OMG. This one is, shoot, what is it? There's no there's no tag. I forgot what it was. In my video, probably has the name of it. But anyway, this one is Cascade Pima Cotton. That's what this one is. I got two of those, but I like this colorful one. And then we have, yeah, I'm going to send it to you, Christina. I know, Jana, the drool. Is Tina here? Is Miss Tina here from Crafts by the Rose? Look at that one. Look at that yummy purple. I know my laptop camera does not even do this justice. I wish I had my phone camera, but like I said, my tripod is in the car and it's taken me 2 weeks to get it from the car. I feel like such a loser. Like, how hard is it to get a tripod from the car? This is Malabrigo Rios. Malabrigo. You can't get any better than Malabrigo. I'm saying. Oh, look who's here. I know, Dana. I'm sorry, but we needed to talk about something else, right, Dana? Look who's here, everybody. If you see in the chat, that is my brother, Kadorkus. That's my brother. He's got a YouTube channel that's very old, and he needs to start working on some new videos. But if you go on his channel, you'll see some crazy funny videos. He's a funny dude. We're both funny because of our parents. Not that they're funny, but they make us crazy. I didn't say that. I'm sorry if you guys are on here listening. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Not really, but yeah. But no. But yeah. Whatever. Isn't this yarn nice? I love it. So, yeah, Tony, I bet you would be a good student if I showed you how to crochet. And I promise I won't yell at you. I For those of you who don't know, Tony used to be one of my students when I was teaching. That's how far apart we are in age. He used to be one of my students. I was so mean to him. But this time, if I teach you how to crochet, I won't yell. Yeah. So, but you gotta, I gotta go over there or you gotta come over here because Tony is in Texas with my parents. He's taking care of my parents, right, Tony? And I'm wondering, Tony, where your nephew is, Chester. He sounds quiet. The last I checked, he was on the couch in his favorite little corner. Tony, if I could do it, you could do it. You'll be fine. Yeah. Dana, if you're still on here, Tony is my brother Tony is your husband's age. Exactly. They were born the same year. So, and I was born way before that. Oh, really? You can't hear me? Tina, I will higher my volume. I hope that's better. Is it? I didn't even I didn't even do a sound check, Miss Tina. I did not do a sound check before. I did a camera check, but not a sound check. Nope. So, um, I guess is Granny D still looking for her brother? Mark is here. Hello, Mark. Nice to see you. We got a few people in here. We're having a little party here. I'm showing off my yarn, and right now I'm working on a corner to corner throw. Uh-oh, made a mistake. Gotta fix that. Okay, start all over again. All right. Yeah, so I was I was not feeling too well um a couple of days ago, a few days ago. I had a boss that used to call it when you felt sick, he would call it feeling puny. Feeling puny. Remember that, Tony? Anyway, I was feeling puny. And I wasn't even crocheting, but I'm glad I feel better and I'm back to crochet because it's very important for me. It's good for your health to crochet, your mental health, physical health, spiritual health. Hmm. So Mark is saying hi to Dana, hi to Tony, hi to Miss Tina, hi to Ian, and hi to Chester. Chester is sleeping like a good little boy. I don't feel like he's getting into too much trouble. Ooh, a V raid. V just got off. That's fantastic. That is very fantastic. Okay, let's see. Let me see here. All right. So Tony still has not met Chester in person, and I bet you would love Chester. Uh, Chester smells good. He's soft. He's shiny. He's sweet. He's tender. He's lovable. He's perfect. He's a good puppy. I feel like I won the jackpot. I hit the lottery with Chester. Mark says, what are you working on today? I'm working on my corner to corner throw blanket with my yarn bee from Hobby Lobby, Sugar Wheel. I am decreasing. I don't know how much you know about crochet, but I was increasing with this, with two of these, and now I'm decreasing. So I was making the blanket really big, and now I'm making it smaller. So it comes like a diamond, but not really. You make it in the shape of a diamond, but if you turn it, it's a square. So that's why you call it corner to corner, corner to corner. Or we, in the yarn community, we call it for short C to C, C to C. So that's what I'm doing. Grandma J Bog, Julie is here. Did I say hi to you? I feel like I didn't, but if I did, hi again. I'm so glad I could come on live because I hate to miss. I feel so bad when I miss, but some days you just can't do it. You can't. I give it up to Dana because Dana goes every single day and she brings it. You can never tell if she's in a bad mood. And let's face it, we can't always be bubbly. I can't. Mm-mm. We're humans, right? And I have a hard time pretending to be bubbly if I'm not in a good mood. I can't do it. I can't. I don't want to. I don't feel like it. It takes too much energy for me. And mm-mm. Mark says he doesn't crochet. I knew that. That's why I figured. I don't know how much you know about crochet. And she was your grandmother was very good at it. Yes. Yes. Well, if you watch enough of us for a long enough time, I suspect you're going to learn quite a few things, like you learned today, the corner to corner. You start making it bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you make it smaller and smaller, smaller. And that's a corner to corner, aka C to C. And that's your tidbit for today. You're relearning. And you're a writer, and guess what? I am not a reader. I have trouble reading. I I can read like directions. When I'm reading directions, I have to read them like 4 times, which is why I have trouble reading like novels, because I feel like I have to read it over and over. I need to really grasp so that takes me a long time to read a book, you know. But I have read Anna Karenina. I have read um, many books, but I think Anna Karenina was the longest one I read. The Color Purple was one of the first books I read as an adult. That's a good book. So, but Anna Karenina and The Color Purple, I skipped over the the Color Purple. I skipped over the letters the first time I read it. I know, but I was a kindergarten teacher. We didn't have to. We read little books. You know, See Jane Run, those books to the kids. I didn't mind those, but yeah, you got to read The Color Purple, but don't skip the letters like I did. Anna Karenina, there's a lot of parts in the book where they're having conversations over the dinner table, and they're just having political conversations or whatever conversations. And I'm like skipping, no, no. But oh, the story of Anna Karenina, that's a good story. I like it. It's I think I read Danielle Steele's The Ring. I don't think it was Danielle Steele's The Ring. I think it was another novel called The Ring. It was a good book. I've read a few books, but these books were, yeah, it takes a lot of effort for me to read something. I mean, I read short little articles and stuff. And like I said, I like to read directions. I like to read directions. I enjoy that. I don't know why. I just do. I I am such a nerd about directions. Whenever I get a new bottle of shampoo, I'll read the directions as if I don't know how to wash my hair. I read the bottle, the directions for conditioner. I read the directions for a facial cleanser, for a moisturizer. I like to read directions. I don't know if I like to or just I'm obsessed with reading directions. Anyway, I like to read cooking directions and recipes. I don't know, just. But with that said, I don't like to read patterns, crochet patterns. Mm-mm. Because it's like shorthand almost. Sandrine is here. Hello, Sandrine. Yeah, you like ingredients too. It's fun to read ingredients. Every morning in my email, I get about 5 or 6 recipes emailed to me. I don't think I ever signed up for it. These emails, there's a lot of emails I get that I did not sign up for. And even though I unsubscribe, I still get them. And I've made a vow not to give my email address away. Nancy is here. Oh, you're babysitting. Okay, great. And so, but the recipe emails, I don't mind them. I like to. I'm weird. Hmm, okay. You married me, so that's who's weird now. Um, anyway, I like the recipes. I try some of the recipes sometimes. Sometimes I critique the recipes because there'll be like ethnic meals that I know how to cook. And I'm like, that's not how you cook that. Babe, if you're listening, the other day I got a recipe for slow cooker Filipino chicken adobo. That recipe was so stupid. It was like the dumbest, like, you don't cook chicken adobo that way. I saved it so I can show it to you. I just keep forgetting to show it to you so we can laugh at it together. It's just funny how I don't know, they just they mess up ethnic recipes. They make it less ethnic. They take the ethnicity out of the recipe, you know, which that's what makes it a good meal. The fact that it's different, the culture is in there. If you take the culture out of the recipe, what the heck? What do you know? No, you can't do that. Anyway, so I like to read those recipes too because I like to make fun of them. That's not how you cook that. Uh-oh, what did I do? It looks sometimes, I don't know. No, that's not a mistake. It just looks wobbly. Okay, let's see. Turning around. This requires some concentration, so hold on just a second. Okay. Wait, wait. There you go. Okay. All right. We're on our way. Going back down the road. Hmm. You know what? Oh, I started to talk about this when Dana mentioned the drama. I'm a drama junkie. I like to watch. I have this thing about watching Maury on TV. I know if my aunt is out there listening, she doesn't like me to watch Maury, but I find it hilarious, very funny. And you can't act. There's no way you can act that well. You can't fake losing your temper that good, you know? There's no way. Like if I were to, Tony is an actor. If I were to play a part and I was supposed to lose my temper, I would not do it as well as the people on Maury do it. And no, there's no way you could tell me that's fake. Maybe they're, edited edited and produced and directed, yeah, and encouraged to lose their temper, but I don't think it's like fake. It's just, you know, it's just produced and directed and encouraged. Yeah, me too, Sheila. I do half double crochet, C to C, half double C to C, and do I do 4 stitches actually. I do 4 stitches. And some of you out there who don't crochet, you're like, what are these two ladies talking about? So Sheila crochets 5 stitches C to C instead of 6 stitches C to C. And I'm telling her, I crochet a C to C 4 stitches using a HDC. So as you can imagine, a pattern uses terms like that, HDC, C to C, DC, and like I know what that means, but when I read it, it like confuses my brain. I have to hear it. I know. Uh, oh, I'm using an H, 5 millimeter. We always joke around when we're watching Maury how that Chester is going to go on there with my husband and we're going to get a DNA test to see if, because I've been telling my husband, you are Chester's father. You are the father. And he's going to hear Maury say, when it comes to 6-month-old Chester, Ian, you are the father. So I won't then have to run in the back or the couches and pound on the couch and make a. It's just so funny. It's funny. I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm not such a loser when I watch that show. Jane is here. Oh, you need some Chester snuggles. Yeah, I know. Chester has the best snuggles. He's over there sleeping on the couch, but as soon as he whimpers, I'll go get him and let him wake up. He needs his, I wouldn't call it beauty rest, but if he doesn't get enough sleep, he's a he's an evil dog. He's bad. He starts biting us. He's biting us. There's a difference between puppy nibbles and all out biting. It's biting, biting. He started doing that before I decided, okay, you're going in the carrier and you're going to sleep. Oh, thanks, Jane. This is a C to C uh, throw. Nothing, nothing elaborate. Just something simple, mindless. This is one of the only patterns, one of the only stitches I can do without looking directly at it. This is very easy for me to do. So this is what I chose to do when I go live. And, you know, now I'm rethinking all this granny square stuff. I have a few of them. I don't know if we're still going to do them. We'll see what happens. We'll just have to wait and see what what unfolds with that situation. But hopefully, everything works out. And if it doesn't, we move on, right, Dana? If it doesn't work out, we move on with our lives and start afresh with something else. Cheers to moving on. Hmm. Okay, I will. This water is getting very room temperature-y. I think I might have to swap it out. Because they're fun to do, right? Jane, granny squares are fun to do. Mindless, something you could take to the doctor's office, you know, and they're small and you work on them and be done in the same day. So I have no problem finishing them. None whatsoever. And I'm using good yarn, now. I started out using Red Heart Super Saver for some, but I switched over to I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby. Much better yarn. It doesn't hurt my fingers. Because if you work with Red Heart Super Saver long enough, holy cow, your fingers will be in need of some hand cream. I I will still do them and send them to those who are in the clear. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You'll have to just keep me posted. Or better yet, I need to tune in. It's just that, oh my gosh, some days I see your live and it's already like 9:30 for me. That's earlier than your time. And I'm like, I'm so tired. I sometimes I go on your live and I fall asleep while your live is on, and I'll wake up and I see that my phone is still on. You know that live. What happens when the live ends? It still has that screen. Oh, Jane, if you have access to a Hobby Lobby, I would suggest getting the I Love This Yarn because yeah, that Red Heart. I once did a blanket with Red Heart Super Saver. I'm actually doing my temperature blanket with Red Heart Super Saver, which is why I can't work on it for too long. But I did a blanket for a twin size bed. Oh my gosh, that killed my hands. And then I did another blanket, a mandala. The crochet crowd made a mandala. I made that during the winter. So I used Red Heart Super Saver to make a giant blanket in the winter. Oh, the amounts of hand cream that I had to order from the store, or not from the store, from Amazon. You think it splits, really, Jane? See, I think Karen's Simply Soft splits. For me, it does. I don't know. But I know a lot of people who can use Karen Simply Soft, no problem. Not this gal. I can't. Yeah, if only they made like some kind of skin tight crochet gloves that go over your fingers. Because I have crochet gloves, but the fingers are open, because you have to feel your yarn. But maybe they should invent some kind of gloves where that you still allows you to feel the yarn, but not get injured, with such rough yarn. Yeah, lotion. And you know what you should do, Jane? Um, I put gloves on over my lotion and keep it on overnight. That might help a little bit. And even if you have to use petroleum jelly and then put gloves on, that'll help you for sure. It's a messy process, but better than in being in pain. Yeah. So, and let's see, what time is it? It is 4 o'clock. So we still have quite a while to be on here. I need to, like I said earlier, I need to make up some hours, some watch hours. I am thinking I need a thumb guard too. My thumb is very sore. I am a pencil holder. Oh, yeah, me too. I hold it like a, no, I'm sorry. Oh, you hold it like a pencil. Okay, I hold it like a knife. I didn't know that makes a difference. Because sometimes if I'm working with RHSS, my thumbs get sore too. Everything. Everything. Right? Like right here. Because it just like scrapes your fingers. Not fun. Occupational hazard, right? Oh, the yarn is splitting, not my hands. My hands are just getting rough. Yeah, the yarn is splitting, which, yeah, that's what I thought you meant. The yarn splits. I'm I'm surprised it splits. It doesn't split for me. I'm just watching the show and working on my hat. Thanks for watching, Miss Tina. So, like I was saying, I wanted to come on here and be on here for a while because I need to get my watch hours up. And if any of you can run my playlist, that would be much appreciated. And I'll explain what that means when you run a playlist. So you open up your laptop, you go to YouTube, you go to my channel, you click on videos, and you click on play all, and then you walk away and you just let them play. Make sure that the window for YouTube is open and that you're plugged in, because if your battery runs out, it'll stop playing, but that helps creators, YouTube creators a lot. I do it for other YouTubers, so I don't have problem asking for that to be done for me because I participate in that favor that YouTube community help. It really helps a lot of people with the algorithm. And from time to time when you're letting the playlist run and you're like not in front of your laptop, and then you pass up your laptop and you say, oh, let's see what video is on now. Click like on that video. Thank you, Jane. If you run me, I will love you. Thank you very much. Well, I love you anyway. Still, Jane, of course. Your Chester's, you're one of Chester's godmothers, Auntie Jane. And he's still out cold. Sometimes he's so out cold. If any of you remember the old Tom and Jerry cartoons, sometimes when Tom is asleep and Jerry's trying to wake up Tom, and Jerry will open one eyelid of Tom's and it says out, and then he opens the other eyelid of Tom and it says cold. That's how I feel like Chester is sometimes. He's just out cold. I used to love Tom and Jerry. I mean, I still do. I like Tom and Jerry. They're just not, I mean, you could watch them on YouTube anytime you want to. One day, I think I was recovering from my surgery a while back, and I was looking for something to watch on my TV. And I told you I got rid of my cable, so all I have is in my bedroom is the Fire Stick. And so I was like, what? I need to watch something stupid, And I found the Flintstones, an episode of the Flintstones, and I watched that. Oh, it was so nice to watch it on a big screen. I don't think I've ever watched Flintstones on such a big TV, because our TV used to be really small. Even the one that was on the floor as a piece of furniture, it wasn't as big. And it was a different screen. It wasn't a flat screen. So it was way different to watch it in my TV that I have here. I know the Flintstones. I didn't like the movie, The Flintstones. I didn't care for that. I thought it was a joke. But that's my opinion, you know. Dana's powdering her nose. You getting ready for your live, Dana? I know you're in hair and makeup, Dana, right? I know the feeling. When Granny goes live on Sunday, I always like I think one time I told her, I'm like, Granny, I can't chat because I'm in hair and makeup. I'm getting ready for my live because I go live after her. And on Thursdays, Dana goes live after me. Don't like the movie either, huh, Jane? Yeah. I had a dream. I was at the movies last night and I couldn't decide what movie to watch. And in my dream, all these titles were being thrown out by, I think it was a couple of my uncles I was with, a couple different family members I was with in my dream. it was just a weird dream. I always have weird dreams, even though I don't I don't eat heavy meals before I go to bed. So that can't be real because you know how when someone has a strange dream, they'll ask them, "What did you eat before? What did you eat the night before?" Thinking that has something to do with it, and it doesn't because I have dreams and I go to sleep on an empty stomach and I still have crazy dreams. Yeah, but a lot of my dreams, I'll like relive Facebook posts, like if somebody posts something on Facebook and I see the picture, I will dream about it later on. What? Oh no, that is sad. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a text message. That was so rude of me. Sorry. And now I am getting warm. See, and I'm gonna have to go adjust that air because it doesn't know to turn on again sometimes. It has a hard time learning to turn off, and it doesn't turn on when it should. I never dream, or at least I don't remember them. Maybe it's because I don't get much sleep. Well, I dream when I nap, and I hardly nap, but I will dream during a nap. And I will remember my dream for days and days and sometimes years. I will remember a dream. And that's the only, I don't know. I don't know if you could call that a talent, but that's all I have to offer as a talent. Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes everybody has, you know, different experiences with dreams. I used to have dreams that people were having a baby, and then I would share this dream with them, and they would tell me, "You know what, Sandy? I am actually pregnant, and I haven't told anybody." This has happened maybe 5 or 6 times in my life. So, and some people, some of those six, they don't know they're pregnant. And then they find out a few days later, and you just dreamt about it. Oh my gosh. And then it became like I could just look at somebody and go, "You're pregnant." And sometimes they would know, "Yeah, I am. How did you know?" And sometimes it would be like, "No, I'm not." And one person in particular, I said, "You're pregnant." And she says, "No, I'm not." I said, "Yes, you are. You are." And she says, "Don't play like that. I can't be pregnant." I go, "You are. Girl, go to Walgreens and get a test." And she didn't want to. I'm like, Go, because this feeling is very strong. You are pregnant." And so we went. She was over at my house. We walked to Walgreens. We got the test. And she's like, "This is so stupid. I'll take this test." And yep, test was positive. And she's like, "This is terrible." At the time, she was like, "This is terrible. I can't get pregnant." I'm like, "Well, don't blame me. I'm just the messenger." But that was really funny that one time. I mean, it wasn't funny at that time for her, but of course it is now. It's been almost 25 years. Mm, I know, crazy. But I don't have that. I don't have that little gift anymore, or I'm not in touch with that gift. I don't know. I just don't think about it. But I yeah, I remember one girl. We were in church, and she had just gotten married a couple months ago, a couple months before, and I just got this click on my head, and I after service, I'm like, "Are you pregnant?" And she goes, "Yeah, I just found out this morning. I didn't tell anybody yet." I'm like, "I know it." I don't know. Some sort of intuition I have or had or used to be in tune with. I don't know. Sometimes a gift like that has a lot of responsibility that comes with it, and that's not fun. Anyway, I'm getting probably too, I don't want to sound like I'm a tarot card reader or anything. You're still here eating supper, Mark. Okay. Don't forget it's garbage day tomorrow, Mark. Today is garbage day for me. So I emptied out my fridge with some leftovers that really had to say goodbye, that I had to say goodbye to. I really hate throwing away food like that. It is upsetting to me. I don't like it, but I think I've decided to not get so much meat, not stock up on so much meat that I have to put it in the freezer. I don't live far from a grocery store. I can just go to the grocery store as needed, right? What's wrong with that? So everything's fresh. I really don't want to have to freeze things and stock up on a lot of food because I don't want to have to end up throwing it away if I don't use it. So I have a list of groceries on my phone, but some of those things like I'm not going to use today or tomorrow. So I decided I'm not going to get them. I'm talking certain ingredients for certain meals, like a certain cheese or a certain vegetable. I don't, if I don't need it today or tomorrow, I'm not going to get it. I mean, why not? It's summertime. I can go to the store anytime I want. It's not hard. So in the winter, it might be a different story. I don't like to go outside a lot in the winter or when it's raining. When it started raining yesterday, I was packing up, ready to go to Walmart. Okay, my son was going to come with me, and we were going to get some Walmart needs. Then it started pouring buckets of rain from a bright sunny day to buckets of rain. And I'm like, oh no, I can't go outside right now. I have to wait out the storm. So I even went on the app where it tells you where the storm is and how far it is and how much longer it's gonna last. And I said to my son, 5 minutes, it's gonna be finished in 5 minutes. And yeah, it was finished it was totally finished in 5 minutes. But then after rain, the sun came out and oh my gosh, it was like, you know how when you take a shower and it's steamy in the bathroom and you know, you get ready and you come out of the shower, you're all dressed, right? But then you go back in the bathroom for something else and it's still steamy, sticky. That's how it was outside yesterday. And it stood like that for hours. Hours. So, oh, my air kicked in by itself. That's good. Because I did forget to get up and turn it on. Hmm. Yeah, Mark, I, I remember garbage days is Friday for you. Garbage is pretty important in my house, Mark, because my husband's a garbage man. So we're very we're very appreciative of trash. Trash is what puts food on our table. No trash, no money. No money, no food. We like trash. I know that sounds crazy, but that's probably the only reason why I remember your trash day because I'm in tune with trash. Yeah, he's been in the garbage business for a long time. Recycling, garbage, we're trashy people. Yeah, that's what he says. We're just trashy people. Yeah. Sometimes he's in clean garbage, which is recycling, paper, and sometimes he's in the dirty stuff. No, not right away. I swear, I am getting all these text messages. Oh, really, Julie? You make that C to C blanket. Start it. Starting it is the hardest part, but once you get it going, I mean, like I said, I can do it without looking. More text messages. And after I get off of this live, you know what I'm going to cook for dinner is just plain old fashioned spaghetti with red sauce. Nothing fancy. Spaghetti from a box, sauce from a jar, something easy. And my husband has a leftover frozen pizza. I bought him a frozen pizza yesterday, which only he can eat because myself and my son, we like our pizza the same way, cheese, only cheese. Throughout the store, there was no cheese pizza in the brand that I wanted, right? Okay. So, no. So I got him his cheese pizza and with all his toppings, just the way he likes it, But these pizzas are big. They got like 8 slices, and he's only one person. So he's got half of it in the fridge. He's got actually more than half of it in the fridge. It was a pretty big pizza. So we'll cook that up in the um, what do you call that? What do you call that? Air fryer. Because you could bake it. You could bake in there too. That way I won't have to heat up the house like I did yesterday. When I cooked the pizza yesterday, I put the oven on. Oh God, what a big. Mm-mm. That wasn't very fun having the oven on in the summer. You got it going. Okay, so Julie, you're starting your C to C blanket. What yarn are you using and what color? And what hook? And is it acrylic yarn? Tell me deets. Give me the specs. I'd like to know. And I will have some more water, but I think I'm going to get my cold water out because this is just it's too room temperature. I've had it here for, yeah, it's over an hour. I've been drinking this same water. So that goes here, and I'm going to pull out my cup of water and have this. Much better, nice and cold. I like my water cold. I like all my beverages cold except my coffee. I like it. I don't like it really hot. And sometimes, occasionally, I will make some iced coffee. And when I do that, when I make iced coffee, I even freeze the coffee into ice cubes because when I put ice in my coffee, I don't want my coffee to water down. So the ice, once it starts melting, guess what? It's coffee. So it's more coffee in there. So that's how I do it. Acrylic yarn, it's a super bulky, and I'm using 9 millimeter hook. Wow, that's good. That's exciting. That's going to be nice and warm. The super bulky yarn, really nice and warm. Hmm. Yeah, I find it hard to like that Bernat blanket yarn, the big Bernat blanket. I can't work with it for some reason. It's hard for me to work with, but I did make, I mean, it's hard for me to do corner to corner with that. I tried, or any like working in the round. It's self-striping. Yeah, so like this. And it's nice when the colors change with the self-striping yarn. Has anybody out there done a C to C with variegated yarn? My husband says, I like my adult beverage cold. Yeah, that's adult beverage. Gotta have it cold. That's for sure. What did I just ask you? Oh, um, because I was sitting on the couch yesterday and I was looking over at my yarn wall and I was just admiring my yarn, right? And I was looking at a variegated yarn and I said, what if I do a C to C with that yarn? But of course, why would I do that when I have so many whips? It's not even funny. I don't even consider some whips anymore. They're just UFOs, unfinished objects. It's not even a work in progress. It's just a UFO. So like that chevron blanket I started a long time ago. In 2019, I started a chevron blanket and I did good for the first 5 rows and I started getting frustrated. I think I put it away for the night and then the next day I wasn't motivated anymore. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm yawning. I didn't have a full cup of coffee today because I can't find my cream again. My cream that I like from the store that they don't sell in any other store except my one grocery store, and that grocery store does not always have it, which makes for like it's hard for me to have a good cup of coffee all the time. Because if I don't have my cream, I mean, I could have other cream, but it's just not good. It's not the same. Anyway, when I do see that cream on the shelf, I try to get like 2 or 3 cartons of it so I can have it because you never know. They can have it one day for 3 days in a row, and then it's gone for 2 weeks in a row. They don't have it anymore. And that's true for a lot of their products that store. It is. It's just, I don't know if it has anything to do with the pandemic and the shortage of supplies and shortage of workers, but it's really annoying. What were we talking about? Somebody was saying they used to buy something all the time, and now they don't sell it at all anywhere. Who was I talking to? Who said I was talking to? I think it was. Oh yeah, it was about shampoo. This lady was saying that she can't find her shampoo anywhere for years. It's been years she can't find it. They just stopped making it. I didn't know until a few minutes ago that Ian is a sanitation worker. Is that still the proper term? for it. Anyway, doing that in Chicago, well, talk about a massive job. I know. Well, the union is called scavengers. That's the actual term, scavengers. But yeah, they refer to it as waste management. Waste management, which is confusing because there's a company called Waste Management. That's their actual name, and they're a big company out here. Big. Okay. So when my husband says I'm in waste management, they think he works for waste management, which they're a competitor. Okay. So that's why he doesn't use that term a lot because then people assume he works for that company, Waste Management. Very popular company. A lot of people have it, but that's his competitor. So, but yeah, that's the actual term for it. But I just call him a garbage man because it's fun that way. Miss Tina still here with me. Thank you, Miss Tina. I'm still here too. We're gonna hang out for a few more minutes, and then I think Dana's going on live. Let me just check. Sanitation engineer. Is that what you call yourself, babe? Well, you have fun with that. I guess that you would call me a domestic engineer, right? Domestic engineer. Yeah, Dana will be going live in a few minutes. Um, not sure if she'll be right on time, but I'll be here in the meantime. I'll be here crocheting along. See, even you in Canada know that company. Uh-huh. Yeah. Waste management. I remember Tony Soprano. His character was in waste management. That was his official job, legit job. But I don't think he did any. I know he didn't do anything in the office that he worked at, and he hardly went there until a few seasons in when they were doing some investigating, and they told Tony that he actually has to go to work, and showed him at work like, what do I do here behind this desk? All right. Well, I won't be here past that time anyway. That's 5 o'clock my time. I'll be gone definitely by a quarter to because I have to get dinner started and all that jazz. I got a new pot for my spaghetti. Guess where I got this pot for my spaghetti? At Family Dollar. Very inexpensive. $10 I paid for it. Better than my expensive Pampered Chef, in my opinion. Go figure. Miss Tina, you're going to bed. Okay. You rest well. But yeah, you'll you'll go off when I'm off air. You'll take a nap. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I got this pot for spaghetti from the not the dollar store, Family Dollar. So not everything's a dollar there, but there's a lot of inexpensive things there. That particular dollar store by my house, I purchased the best pair of sunglasses I've ever owned at that store. The best spaghetti pot I've ever owned outdoes a Pampered Chef pot, in my opinion. If I had to choose a Pampered Chef pot to cook my spaghetti or that Family Dollar pot, I'm choosing the Family Dollar pot. Yes, it's just no, I like it. Grandma Julie, Grandma J Bug has got to head out. We enjoyed having you here, Grandma J Bug. Thank you for coming by, and I appreciate all the help you can give me with my channel. And when I will also return the favor. Yeah, we won't be here much too long. Uh, we won't be on here too much longer. So I wonder if my husband's out there listening to what he's about to have for dinner when he comes home. He'll have his leftover pizza. Me and my son will have the spaghetti. And I'm sure my husband will probably want both because that's the way he is. Yeah, it's a lazy meal today. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated. My kitchen is nice and clean, and I don't really want to mess it up right now with something that takes a lot of ingredients. I do have a couple dishes that I like to make, but holy cow, does it make a mess in my kitchen. And the amount of dishes, the amount of the knives, the cutting boards, the different tools. Julie says she'll see, Jane says she'll see Julie later. Jane says she'll see Julie later. It's a mouthful. All right, let's see. This gets exciting, this C to C, when you start decreasing. It kind of finishes faster when it comes down to it. You know, it like you could see the end is near. But then again, I could also go from my skein. After I'm done with this, I still have one more of these because it took me two to increase. So it will take two to decrease. So that's how I know how long I have to go. And I'm parked on this one for a while. I'm probably going to be still working on this on Sunday when I go live and on Thursday when I go live. You know, it's just the way it's going to be. In the past, pre-puppy days, I used to be able to finish this in a weekend, but I'm quite busy these days. Not a bad busy, just different kind of busy with this puppy. He keeps me busy. But look, he's been so like he hasn't gotten up. Maybe I should go check on him while Jane is here. I don't want him to overdo it because yeah. Hi, you are awake. Hi, hi, baby boy. Hi. You want to come say hi to the people? You want to come say hi to the people? Say hi. Your Auntie Jane is out there. Hi. You're cute. You smell so good. He smells like a newborn puppy. Yeah, yawns. Yawns. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. Look at those stretchies. Stretch, stretch. Oh my gosh, the stretch. Stretch. Nice big stretch. You're nice and soft. You smell so good. How was your nap? Did you have a good nap? You slept. Oh, man, I put you to bed. Been sleeping for like 3 hours. I got up for a few minutes, but yeah, yeah. He's cuddly bear. He's cuddly woodly. I know he's gotten so big. Oh, yawns, 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 yawns. You good boy for Mama's live? You good boy? For those of you who don't like dogs, I apologize. I know not everybody out there likes dogs, but me and Jane like dogs, right, Jane? Mm, especially puppies. Puppies. Oh, big yawn. Did you have good dreams? Did you have good dreams? You want some water? You want to go get some water? Come on, go get some water. Go drink water. Go drink water. Go drink water. Ooh, he's starting to do yoga poses. Cute little boy. See, that's why I decided to make to work on a project that's for me. This way I don't have to get up and wash my hands after. Yeah, I like a lot of animals. I like the idea of them, but in person, I choose the dog. I like horses. Horses are very magnificent, majestic. Frogs are cool. I remember I took my class when I was teaching. We went to the zoo, right, for a field trip, and we got to have they have this classroom where they got to feel of an animal with feathers, which is a bird, and then they had to feel an animal which had scales, a reptile, and then they had to feel an animal which was I don't know the proper term, was slimy, but that's not the proper term, amphibian, and then they got to feel an animal with fur, a mammal. So they actually had, they stuck their hand in the bag and felt the animal. It's weird, right? Anyway, they brought out this frog, right? And they thought they had this frog, big frog, trained, and they put it on the ground, and the thing just jumps, ribbit, ribbit, and jumps all over the classroom, and all these little kids are going, "Oh my gosh!" And some are screaming because they're afraid, and some are screaming because they're excited. Oh, that frog! It was I didn't even know how to feel. Like, should I be afraid for myself or should I like take care of these kids? It was just crazy. But that frog, man, that gave them something to talk about when they got home. But I think the panda bears are cute, even though the panda bears, like, there's a news lady in the morning. She's like, watch out for those panda bears. They'll kill you dead. Every once in a while, the morning news will have an animal story, a bear story, or a horse story, or a cat story. They have to put that in the middle of all the horrible stories you hear in the morning. They have to put that in the morning because you can't just have the TV on and hear bad news and the weather in the morning. That'll disturb your mental health. So they put in these fun stories about animals, which is how I don't know if you were here, any of you were here when I was telling the Delta story about that little girl named Delta, uh, who was feeling a little uncomfortable with hearing her name on TV, but it wasn't in a good way. And she was about 3 or 4 years old, and Delta Airlines sent her a package, a care package, with a little toy plane and a book bag with her name on it and a bunch of other stuff. And that made the news. The feel good stories, feel good story of the day or of the hour. Or like they have funny stories like um, this guy got arrested for doing this. And, like one guy, they showed uh, his mugshot, right? And his shirt said something stupid on it, like I I killed, or not I killed, but I stole your car or something, right? And he got arrested for a theft, and his shirt says I stole your car. So they put him on the news and make fun of him. But ah, yeah, like I I have a hard time with news too, and I know when to stay away from it and when it's okay to watch it. Just yeah, I don't ever want to go past my boundary. I know when I should not turn on the TV. What days I wake up and I say, I can't turn on the TV right now. Like a lot of Monday mornings, I have a hard time turning on the TV because they always talk about a deadly weekend in Chicago, the deadly weekend in Chicago. How many shootings were in Chicago this weekend? I don't like to hear that stuff. I don't want to hear how many people got shot and of all those people, how many people survived and how many didn't make it. That's every Monday morning in the summer, especially in Chicago. I'm not, that's not for me. But Fridays are always a good news day. It's always, they try to have fun on Fridays. Yeah, I would imagine, Jane. Same there. Humans, right? Humans. Hmm. What are you going to do? Puppies. Get a puppy. Puppy. Puppies make everybody, puppies make everything better. And yarn. Yarn too, especially colorful yarn. Yeah, you need a puppy. You sound like me last year around this time. I would say that like how many times a day? I need a dog. I need a dog. Yeah, it was when you're used to having a dog and then suddenly you don't have a dog. It's a hard life to live in, to live, right? Dogless, no fun. No fun at all. I went 6 years without a dog. I know you're missing your girl. Yeah. The first year I didn't have Gary, my other dog. That was I would go to bed every night with my headphones on and listen to sad songs, thinking about my Gary for about a year. Yeah. So I know how you feel. We are almost at 2 hours. That's exciting because I hardly ever get a chance to go on that long, but it it's all helpful. It's all helpful getting my name out there, meeting new people. Do you, Jane? Yeah, I remember that was me 6 years ago. Every song I listened to reminded me of him. Mm, it's hard. Yeah. I still feel like sometimes I feel weird with cuddling with Chester so much. Like, is Gary gonna get mad? Is Gary looking down at me, getting mad that I'm cuddling another dog? Because he didn't like other dogs. So if I was around another dog, he would be very upset. So I think about that and I'm like, no, forget it. No, don't think about it. Yeah. Having some sort of animals helpful. I heard, I don't know if my family is out there, but somebody told me the other day that dogs can heal and it's insomnia and dogs can heal or partially heal kidneys. So I don't know if that's true, but that's the And not only that, like not only insomnia, not only kidneys, but like there's actual dogs that could sense, they're service dogs, and they could sense when their owner's sugar is low, and they have a signal to give them to tell them, hey, your sugar is low. So dogs are very helpful for humans. What else did she tell me? Dogs can help anger issues, which I don't know if I would entrust a person with anger issues with a dog. My first thought is no, you got anger issues, you can't have a puppy. You can be around the puppy with supervision, but you can't have a puppy. Not yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's hard. I know, I know how you feel. I think I have some sort of PTSD because years ago I had a dog and he injured himself. And the amount of crying he did, he injured his hip. And I was so, oh my gosh, I didn't know what to do. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a vet. I was not even an adult. And we had to take him to the vet, and it was so expensive. And we were like considering the alternative. And then we actually got to pay for the surgery, and then he came back and he was shaven in one part of his body, and that was like, and I'm still like, I don't want anything to happen to Chester. Sometimes he jumps off the couch and he's got those skinny long legs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't injure yourself, because that's the last thing I need. It's just because if those when a puppy gets injured and they make those crying squeal noises. Oh, I don't like that noise. I don't like. One time my husband accidentally stepped on Chester, and Chester made a noise, and I was, my soul was injured. Oh, was she? Yeah. Yeah. So I know it's a normal thing. Some people may not think it's normal, but I am not one of those people. No. So now that I've been on here for a couple of hours, I'm looking out the window. When I first got on here a couple of hours ago, it was dark. It had just finished raining. It was dreary. And now it's so bright and sunny out. It's like I would need really good sunglasses if I went outside. The weather can change so fast here. Hmm. Oh, Maggie. Yeah, that's sad. Did you get anything to remember her by? Like when Gary passed, they put his paw print in a piece of clay, and then they mailed it to me. So I have his paw print on a blue piece of clay. Did you get anything like that? I see that um, Dana is live now. Let me copy her link and paste it on my chat. So if any of you want to go and raid her channel, That would be cool. We got her paw print, and Sistina sent me some beautiful wind chimes. That's nice. Yeah, I still have, and I actually saved the shirt that I was wearing when I took him to get put down, and so he like was in my arms for a couple hours that day, and like blood was on my shirt. So I took that shirt and I folded it and I put it in a Ziploc bag, and it's still in the drawer. And I saved his frisbee, and then I saved his collar. So that's all in like a little drawer, my Gary drawer, except the paw print. The paw print is on display with his little picture there. Next time I go live, maybe I'll show his picture and tell you more stories about him. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you guys go over to Dana's house and watch Dana for a little bit. And after Dana, we're going to watch Sandy. And after Sandy, we're going to watch Rosalie. And after Rosalie, we're going to watch Mima Cat. And after Mima Cat, we're going to watch Dana again. Thursday marathon, Tuesday, or Thursday, YouTube, Thursday marathons. All right. Bye, Jane. Love you too. Thanks for watching. Take care. Everybody stay safe. Take care. Be good and uh, think positive things. Bye bye.